Hello, 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 check, hello, hello, check, hello, check, hello, hello. Mm, check.
अरे अपनी से जा रहा है।
You are connected?
Hello? Can you hear me? Can you see me now? I can see you there.
Through mail or WhatsApp, sir? Sir, you can connect with us in 10 minutes.
Okay. All right.
Sir, I'll ring you. Then you can join us.
Yes, of course. I'm already connected to you there. I can see you.
Okay, sir. I'll just make it happen.
Hello. Can I see fast? Our guests are here. Hello, and a very good morning to everyone present here. I would like to inform you all that we are going to go live on YouTube. So we are just waiting for that. There is some technical details that we are looking into. As soon as we go live, we'll start. Hello. Hello. Hello and a very good morning. Hello and a very good morning to one and all present here. I, Darshika Chaudhary, welcome you all in this two-day international conference organized by Department of English on the topic VIKSHIT Bharat at the rate 2047 Role of Literature and Mass Media. As every program must start with the blessing of God, I request Randa ma'am to kindly escort our dignitaries to Goddess Saraswati to light up the lamp in front of her and garland her foot.
या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती विशेषजाड्या या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शूद्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती विशेषजाड्या या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शूद्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती विशेषजाड्या
Thank you all. I
Thank you, ma'am. Allow me to introduce you all to MATS University. MATS is NAC accredited, UGC recognized, highest ranked private university in the state of Chhattisgarh. MATS was established in 2006, and since then it has concentrated to excel in the field of higher education. MATS is the oldest established private university of Chhattisgarh and ranked in the top few in central India. The goal of Maths University is to empower ambition and equality, and we take that responsibility seriously. The core foundation of Maths lies in its ethical values. Maths currently has 14 departments functioning in two university campuses, the city campus of Raipur and the rural campus of Gulwarang. I would like to extend my thanks to our Chancellor Sir, Shri Gajraj Pagaria ji, our Vice Chancellor Sir, Professor Dr. K.P. Yadav, Pro Vice Chancellor Madam Dr. Deepika Dhan, Director General Sir Shri Priyesh Pagaria ji, and Registrar Sir Shri Gokulananda Panda Sir for their constant support and guidance in making this event possible. Now let me introduce you all to the department organizing this event, the Department of English. The Department of English started functioning in 2011. The department offers three courses: BA English Honours with Mass Communication, MA English, and PhD in English. Since its beginning, the department has seen a strong flow of students who have excelled in various fields in their career. The department provides compulsory internships to the UG students, and for the PG students, dissertation is compulsory. These help the students in knowing the peculiarities of their fields and also help them for their further education. The department also has its own training and placement cell through which the students are benefited. The main focus of the department is on research. We have a recognized research cell which is continuously working towards the quality research. Our faculty and students have their research papers published in various renowned national and international journals. Currently, there are 7 members in the department: Dr. Ranjana Das Sarkhel, the head of the department, Dr. Vasant Gawai, Ms. Rukhsar Parveen, Dr. Neeta Lalwani, Dr. Sarika Sinha, Dr. Sajal Thakur, and I, Ms. Darshika Chaudhary. I would also like to mention that Dr. Deepika Dhan, our Pro Vice Chancellor Madam, and Dr. Vijay Bhushan, our Dean Academics, are an integral part of our department. Today's event was possible because of our continuous effort to do something worthwhile for the department and for the field of higher education and research. Now, allow me to introduce you all to our international conference. We chose the title VIKSHIT Bharat at the rate 2047 as it is a mission launched by our Honorable Prime Minister to make India a developed country by 2047. The year 2047 will mark 100 years of freedom from the colonial rule. A century of nation building involves the dedication and efforts of everyone, and the contribution of writers being very significant. The role of writers goes beyond the traditional role of storytelling. Writers narrate the history, collective memory, culture, and civilization of a country. Whereas media, the fourth pillar of a nation, shares the responsibility of educating, entertaining, creating awareness, and critiquing policies. This conference aims to provide a platform for research scholars, faculty, and media professionals to present their ideas on how literature and mass media can contribute to fulfilling the dream of a nation. And that is why we kept the themes which covered broader areas of role of language, literature, and mass media in nation building. I would like to thank all the participants who are joining us online and offline for sharing their ideas in this line for the betterment of the nation. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce you all to the dais. First, I would like to welcome the head of the Department of English, Dr. Ranjana Das Sarkhel. For this, I would like to request Dr. Vasant Gawai to welcome Madam with a book and a bookmark. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to welcome our Pro Vice Chancellor Madam, Dr. Deepika Dhan. I would like to request Ms. Rukhsar Parveen to welcome Madam with a book and a bookmark. Thank you, ma'am. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome our chief guest for the conference, Sri Rabindra Kumar Singh, sir. Sir is currently Secretary, Chhattisgarh State Innovation Commission. Sir did his MPS from the State University of New York, College of Environmental Science and Forestry, Syracuse, USA. Sir has a certificate in analysis and resolution of conflict from Syracuse University, USA. Sir did his PhD, LLB, and MSc Chemistry from Ranchi University. Sir joined the Indian Forest Services in 1983 and has served in various positions, including Principal Chief Conservator of Forest and HOFF Chhattisgarh, Principal Chief Conservator of Forest Wildlife and Chief Wildlife Warden Chhattisgarh, Chairman cum Managing Director, National Scheduled Castes Finance and Development Corporation, New Delhi, Secretary, National Commission for Safai Karamcharis, New Delhi, Director, Chhattisgarh State Institute of Rural Development, Raipur, CEO, State Level Nodal Agency for Watershed, Raipur, Director, Chhattisgarh Academy of Administration, Raipur, Professor and Indian Institute of Forest Management, Bhopal. Sir has also provided consultancy to Regional Community Forestry Training Center for Asia and the Pacific, Thailand, National Forest Commission India, FAO in Ghana, Guyana, Uganda, Trinidad and Tobago, DFID for Western Ghat Forestry Project, World Bank for Uttar Pradesh Forestry Project. Additionally, Sir has served as a member of Central Zoo Authority, served as a member and chairman of various state and national level committees, published various research papers and research reports, produced more than 20 films for teaching. Thank you so much, sir. We are honored to have you today with us. I would request Dr. Rajna Das Sarkhel to welcome sir with a book. Sir, book is a tradition of Maths University. In Maths, we welcome our guest with a book. And bookmark is a tradition of the Department of English. Our student has made this bookmark. Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Rajna Das Sarkhel for the welcome address.
Thank you, Darshika ma'am. A very warm welcome to everyone present here and joining us online. Welcome to the English Department's two-day international conference on VIKSHIT Bharat 2047, the role of literature and mass media. Today is the Ides of March, the 15th of March. Centuries ago, there was a prophecy that Julius Caesar would be murdered on the 15th of March. On the 15th of March, when he walked into the capital, he saw his assassins, Brutus and Cassius and all the others, and said, "The Ides of March has come." But the answer was, it has not yet gone. The next moment, he was assassinated. Shakespeare immortalized those lines in his famous play, Julius Caesar. In Act 3, Scene 1, he said, "So many ages hence shall this our lofty scene be acted over in states unborn and accents yet unknown." So many ages hence, Shakespeare and every other writer has been taught in universities and colleges. Students have studied, have interpreted, have read text, have passed exams writing on them, have further carried on research works. Today, when the Prime Minister of our country launches that vision, a mission like making the country developed in 100 years after the end of colonization, it raises questions as to the role of literature. Should literature only be written for art's sake? Should it be only taught in classrooms, or does literature have a larger role to play? The role of literature is not just limited to the theme of our conference, but it goes beyond to a more universal concept of reaching out, inspiring people to bring about changes. Students of literature have seen writers doing this. Not all writers have written for the sake of the nation. Many writers write arts for art's sake, inventing their own styles, creating immemorable texts which remain preserved in the collective memory of readers. But there have also been writers who have been able to motivate generations to the cause of the nation. If we talk about our own country, literature written in regional languages were the first to inspire entire generations, draw them towards the freedom movement. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee's Anand Mat based a fictional account of the Sannyasi revolution, where the famous lines praising motherland, Vande Mataram, the lines from the novel from which the lines come. After reading the novel, many people believe that the ashram named Anand Mat actually existed somewhere in rural Bengal. There were many people who really believed that if you joined that ashram somewhere, you would be able to contribute to the freedom movement. Though a fictional account, many generations later and even after independence, lines from that novel are sung on every occasion. When we sing Vande Mataram, maybe we do not remember the name of the text or the writer, but those were lines which inspired one generation. After post-independence, we have writers like Raja Rao, Kantapura, though a very short novel based on a fictional village named Kantapura, somewhere in the state of Mysore, where people do not even know so much about the British Raj or what independence meant or what were the implications of a foreign rule. They felt that as a community, they could bring about a change. Maybe the change would flow from the village of Kantapura, move to the state of Mysore. Beyond the Raja of Mysore, there was a greater land, and which was their motherland. This very small concepts of nation building, began from the hearts of people, the thoughts which translated into words which were documented and then passed over one generation to the next. Benedict Anderson, an Irish writer whose interest in the country of Indonesia made him write this famous book called Imagined Communities. What were these imagined communities? Communities which were ready to defend themselves, not so much to kill the enemy, but to die for the sake of the nation. Now, where do all these noble thoughts come from? They come from the hearts of men. They come from inspirations of people who can see beyond, whose love for the nation goes beyond just the simple act of publishing a book. Because this conference also focuses on mass media, it is not just written words, but all other creations of humans, whether it is through words, pictures, drawing, sound, music, all these have the capability of reaching out to a larger audience. Larger audience who would be affected, who would be inspired, who would be inspired and encouraged to contribute more to the cause to which they have drawn inspiration from. As I welcome you all to this conference, it gives me great pleasure to see the response that we have received from various corners of the country, from different universities and colleges, and also from abroad. Your presence, your response is an encouragement for us. I welcome all those who are present in this auditorium today. I welcome all those who have joined online. A special word of thanks to our keynote speaker who has also joined from Edinburgh. Before our keynote speaker for today is introduced to the guest, I would like to share why we chose a Nigerian writer, or Nigerian speaker for today. Those who are familiar with English literature from Nigeria will know that Nigerian writers, we Indian students of English literature, very early, even in our undergraduate years, are introduced to writers like Chinua Achebe and Wole Soyinka, Gabriel Okara. All these writers open our minds to a world where writers write for the nation. Chinua Achebe, in his very famous essay, The Role of a Teacher, a role of a novelist, told that a novelist is not just a writer, but he is also a teacher. Why a teacher? Because the responsibility of narrating the story of one's nation lies only on a writer. The scientist has his work to do, the engineers know that they have to build bridges. Everyone else's role is defined by their profession. But after everything is over, after every event is over, even after a war is over, who remains to narrate the stories? It is the job of the writer. It is a work, a very noble work assigned to a writer to document everything that a human journey has gone through. So the role of the writer has been very significant, along with every other creative artist. As I have said, anyone working with words, with colors, with music, with sound, everybody has a role to play in this great journey where there is a very fixed target defined for a writer and an artist. Before I conclude, I would like to share a very short story which is related to this. During a great war, a soldier came upon an artist who was sitting at home, and he said that we are fighting battles, we are dying. What are you doing sitting at home? He said, I belong to that great host who has given mankind everything. What we contribute, you will find in stones, you will find in pictures, you will find carved somewhere. After you have finished all your destructions, our works will be found in places where wars do not reach. Even if the blood spills of the wars cover all these things, someday it will be washed, and civilization, human civilization, would know what we were fighting for. I am the civilization you are fighting for. The wars you fight are for me. I welcome you all once again. A very warm welcome to our chief guest, sir, for accepting our invitation and being present here today. I welcome all the heads of various departments who are present here, my colleagues from other departments, participants, and students. Your presence and your participation will make our conference successful. I welcome you once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to request Dr. Deepika Dhan, madam, to kindly share her views.
A very good morning, the August gathering. First of all, I am very happy to be here with, and it is a great honor that Mr. R.K. Singh is here. I congratulate Ranjana and the English department to be here for the movie. Now, we are talking today, we are assembled here to talk about the role of mass media to to uh, to assemble, to congratulate, and to explore how we can make India a VIKSHIT Bharat. I'm going to use the Sanskrit Indian terms because the avalanche of English India, the word India and development always came later. First in India, if we think about India, India was always rich, even though ups and downs came with colonialism, with a lot of attacks and wars, World War One, World War Two. India was always a very rich country. The Kohinoor of India, only things we could not cage it into ourselves because of the divide and rule policies by the British. I don't want to make it into a biased opinion, but still, there were a lot of India was always was with rich culture, rich heritage, rich folk, rich culture, literature, lot of literature, but we were forced into lot of good Sanskrit words, lot of good priests and spiritual leaders, which are still today alive with the holy Bhagavad Gita. Oppenheimer also uh, extolled Bhagavad Gita. The whole world, the philosophy of life is ingrained in the Bhagavad Gita today. And it teaches us how to move forward without any results. It is the heart, the spinal cord, which will not, which will keep our unity and culture together. So it is the Bhagavad Gita which has made Bhagavad Gita, which also, with all its shlokas, helps each and every individual to keep move forward, even if a lot of people during the colonial rule who had given their lives martyred with lot of wars in India, Indo-Pak War, which they taught everybody intentionally in the end to be very happy and be content with whatever the results, even if they had to die, and wait for reincarnation and rebirth, the policy of karma, which is very important. The only lacuna which was there was we did not have a good mass media. We didn't have anything to preserve. The University of Nalanda just perished away. We could not save anything. The print media, first they used to write on palm trees, and all the scriptures which are there, the sculptures in Khajuraho and the monuments in Gwalior, Ajanta caves, everything is there. Even in a small grain of rice, the whole Ramayana is written, which is a depiction of the policy. You see, Hanuman, it started, culture started, civilization started with animals. So Hanuman is a symbol of animal living being who made a river. He made a river to reach Sri Lanka. So this is communication. Now we have media and communication. Now in a minute we can reach any part of the country, any part of the world, sorry. And the Hanuman, if you keep the Ramayana and the Mahabharata together, this is the essence of the whole world. Now, when you talk about mass media, you talk about first the traditional media, which is the newspapers, magazines, radio, television. I remember very clearly, I was in the fourth standard when television came. Television came to our house from London, and a black and white TV set. And it was there, they used to see millions because India's population, people had impoverished. The Britishers had impoverished our country. We had so much of poverty that first only food, shelter, and clothing was important. Culture, TV, mass media, we did not even think about. You think about yourself if you are stranded in a jungle. What will you think first? What will you eat? What will you wear? Food, clothing, and shelter. So when I remember um, in our house, about say 100 people used to come and watch television, which was the mark of the mass media, the opening of the mass media in those days. And you know, in those days, I was in the fourth standard. Half a Hindi movie used to come on Saturday, and the other half was on Sunday. So we had to pack our bags on 8th to go to school again. And it was a black and white. When the Asian Games came, then the colored TV came in. And I remember Queen Elizabeth's um, speech for the coronation. First, it all expanded, the mass media expanded, the awareness among people expanded with the television coming in, and people knew what is Europe. Even now, TV has changed, and we have a lot of channels, Hotstar, movie channels, Netflix. There is a world of a difference. In fact, now we are at everything. In so many languages, we have 1,592 languages in India. And in every language there is, and especially English being the digital global language. It's an international language which has been global, and the whole world has become so small. You just behind a phone call, we not have to go all the way. When Fahim and Yuan Sang had to roam around and Columbus had to come, so we are just a phone call away. You don't have to worry about it. We are got lot of satellites and fax and pagers and everything. So it's the role of mass media. We have to develop this mass media for preservation, for advertising, for future. Even after VIKSHIT Bharat, the Prime Minister has said till 2045. I am talking about beyond everything, lot of 3045. 3045, we must have in India in our palm top, hand top, laptop. Now, when India was so, we had travelers like Yuan Sang, we salute to them, agreed. But just imagine if there was communication, mass media and communication, we could send one message in one fraction of a second. Telegrams are now, they are over. We don't have telegrams now. When somebody died, telegram aaya, oh, there's somebody died. So it was that fearful and horror. I was watching a movie about the World War II recently, and first, how did they communicate? Through transistors and the revolution. Ashoka planted a lot of Ashok trees. They are called Ashok trees so that people could get their natural water. But nowadays, natural is okay. We appreciate it. But water harvesting through computers, communication, satellite. And if you come to think about role of mass media, Albert Einstein, he invented the nuclear bomb in 1905. And he bombed. He didn't bomb, sorry. It was bombed, Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Lot of problems were happened. So all this was through mass media. Now, whenever you see about Gandhiji always said, whatever you see and hear. If you want me to stop, you can make me stop. Because I can go on and on. Gandhiji said that the means to the end should be very good. So Albert Einstein was feeling very guilty. Why did he do this mass? Why did he make the bomb? Why did he make the bomb? He just to destroy Japan and the enmity, even the United Nations and peacekeeping, they could not do anything. So now Alexander wanted to just conquer India, conquer the whole world, in fact, which was not possible. Now, if you come to now, whatever was discovered now through mass media was already there. But there was no way in which you could explore. Aryabhat had already explained that the earth goes around the sun. And now in the 20th century, people said the same thing. But our Indian scientists were these idealized kitchens, motor-driven cars, digital cars, and the whole world is a digital global village. So I want to just emphasize on the fact that media is so much important with technology, media in education, media in science, now in hospitals. See, first we used to have saving so many people, but there are certain negative aspects to it. They are even selling kidneys and, they're selling kidneys and these organs. And if you watch certain movies, you come to know that even they are eating the flesh of animals. So you have to see from one side to the other. And if you keep media in a positive, and now their children are not, they live like animals. We donated chappals and all, and they run away, go cool. They run away from the house. They don't want to live in a binding. They live like animals because from till 60 years they have not got real civilization. They've not got. So what I'm trying to only say that with Aurobindo, ancient English literature, Rabindranath Tagore, Aurobindo, then lot of other people, the saints, English was, the mutts were developed. Rani Lakshmi Bai, just imagine if she had a gun or some nowadays like they have the coding, decoding systems, the intelligence system, but she had to give the life. Only horses were there. And media is a very, very intentional role so that the people are aware. But nowadays, negativity, the political parties, they throw their weapons to negativity, belittling the other party. So I just want to emphasize, be positive, be happy with mass media, preserve the Indian literature to go forward, not only till 1045 or 2045, but till 3045, 4045, so that our country is developed and can restore from the poverty which we were thrown into at the colonial time until eternity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would request our chief guest, Shri R.K. Singh sir, to kindly share his words of wisdom with us.
Respected Dr. Deepika Dhan, Pro Vice Chancellor of Maths University, Dr. Anjana Das, HOD of English Department, dedicated faculty members of the Maths University, and my dear students.